All right. Hello. So this is the My Artifact episode number 2308. Today's date is today's date is 9th November 2021. वाजले आता रात्रीचे almost 10:30. कल यानी yesterday I have to submit my project at 8 November, but I didn't really submit my project. Okay. And today is 9th November and still I didn't really submit my project. Why? Why is that project like? Why is this thing happened? Actually, is that कि actually is that कि there are so many things happen. Just not one thing it this week. First of all, is that कि my time slot of this project is 2nd November to 8th November. Okay, so that means I have to work on this project from 2nd November at the end of 8th November. But during this period of time, the Diwali is in that week, is in this week. So I didn't really matter with the Diwali thing, but also one thing is that ki it's a Diwali. It means like a people come over and then celebrate and things happens, and so yeah. So because of Diwali, actually I waste some of those days. Okay, first of all, at Diwali, okay, the whole evening I didn't really work at all. Like actually is that ki at the Diwali I think that ki like my script has to be done at the day of Diwali. Okay, but it didn't really complete because of that ki I went with my friend to celebrate Diwali. Okay. This is actually not. You are saying this is kind of like an excuse. No, it's not an excuse. Yeah, actually, I am ditching everything. I am not really going with my friends every time, everywhere. But actually, it's a Diwali. Okay, and basically, is that key we gather around every year at this day and we little bit of celebrate. Okay, at this. So it didn't really work out. Yeah, it didn't really means like that ki my script is not really done at the day of Diwali. Okay, then another day is kind of like a working really good, and the day actually there is a one day Vishal is actually came to Vadha. Okay, and I have to get back my thing. Actually my data is lost, the Nashik data is complete data is lost, so I want it back. So Vishal is actually came to Vadha and I want that data. So I went his home and he needs some of the things from me like games and some sort of things, and I want my data. So during that day, the whole day is actually didn't really work out. Like I didn't really work at all. Like basically is that I started doing something like this is the day I record my voiceover. Okay, after I record my voiceover, I didn't really did anything. Okay, like anything. Yes, literally, yeah, I'm telling you, I just went to Vishal home and spent all day at his home for transferring data and all those things. And at the evening, I am not really feel so good, and I don't know, things didn't really work out. Okay, and as also after that, like then mostly Vishal is come, so that's why just like everyone is gathered and everyone spending times. Yeah, there is another day at Bhau Beach. Okay, at the evening, his whole evening is completely it in his, like actually we celebrate Diwali at Shrutika's place. So yes, and then after that, today, okay, like today, like I decided that ki I like 2 days means 9th November. So I decided that ki today I will complete, like there is a last part, there is a remaining last part means like that ki the inspiration thoughts about what is my thoughts about this Shanti Stoop and what is all those things. So another thing is that this is the reason, okay, I am not actually excused and I am not actually blaming myself. This is the part of thing and this should be happened. I didn't really feel any kind of like a something like that something like that should this should not be happen with me or not. No, this is not. Actually is that this thing has to be happen, it happens, okay. Because of that I am, because of this YouTube and because of things, I didn't really meet with my friends, okay. Just nothing, yeah, it just like whole week, almost like a month, I didn't really meet, almost like a one time in a month maybe, or one time in a week, okay. It's kind of like a bit really very small conversation, nothing at all. Because of the Vishal, because of the Shrutika, everyone came and everyone gathered and everyone kind of like celebrate the festivals, okay. And this is feels so good, this feels really great. Because of that I know like this is kind of like a delay of my project, I clearly understand, but this is the part of my life too, okay. Like my work life is really important, but spending time with my families and friends is also really important. Yeah, you can ditch every time, but this is kind of like a festival, everyone come. And not only just like what is the things I get from it, like from the family I didn't really feel anything, okay. So I ditch every day, every time, every day, it doesn't feel me anything. But if I ditch my friend now, I just didn't really feel well, I just feel that this is something really going wrong. So I wanted to be spend a little bit of time with them, and I feel really good. Yeah, it does feel really good. Yeah. So what is the project? But let me tell you one thing about this project, okay. So previously I was making the project is actually like a scripting is a part of the thing, which is kind of like a very difficult thing for me, okay. It's very much difficult. Because of that I need to write the script. Writing is very creative process. It's just like I didn't really face that creative thing. Like basically I am thinking is that creative means like that like I am saying is that this is kind of like a writing is very much creative part. It's just kind of like a really blank paper, and you are filled with your thoughts and filled with your imaginations and everything. It's kind of like very like I am not really good with the writing, okay. I clearly understand that, but I have to improve that thing, because if I just give me excuse with this thing like I didn't really did, then I will not be able to grow in this field. So it's been really important to me, to my career, that I have to be work a lot. Previous project, let me tell you one thing is that in whole Pune project, actually is that I didn't really write the script. Actually is that I just getting the information from the internet and just kind of like a little bit of managing things about which paragraph should be in between or not, and which is really great or not. Each word, each everything, each words, each sentences has to be something from somewhere, okay. I just have to be stitch those paragraph and sentence and words and things like that, and that's it, okay. Then after that, like a whole Pune video. Then after that, Sevagram video is also really, after Sevagram is also relate with that thing. Then after that, I created a video about first time facing the camera. This is actually my thoughts. It's kind of like a not relate with my content. Sachi is the first project that's the whole contribution, the whole writing is done by me. Like every words, like every sentence is in my thought, and I put it on my script. So that's why it takes so much time. Because of that, I did research about the thing, and I read some of the article, but it's just like that I went, it doesn't feel really good to me. Why? Because of that I went there what is the work, what is the thing as a travel filmmaker is that key, you went that location, you you visit that location, and what do you feel? Okay, you cannot express your feeling from somewhere else, like this is the thought, I am kind of like really good and I am just copy paste that thought. It's not, it's really not. Like basically is that I am excited, he is excited, but every excitement level is something really different with the person to person. Okay, so, and I read that article, read so many article about the Sachi, and I didn't really connect with that article. Okay, and that's why I decided that ki I have to make us complete something, writing things. As also I am kind of like an experiment with my content. First of all is that ki my content is bit really flat. Yeah, I feel that because of that ki it just doesn't have anything, it doesn't kind of like a people will get engaged till the end of the video. It doesn't feel, it's little bit of flat, and that's why I created this video like a first time facing the camera. So after watching this video it feels connected till the end of the video. Okay, there is also another thing, like I am literally inspired from that Nicholas guy. Nicholas guy is also like he started this YouTube channel is last year, like exactly like when I started as a YouTube channel from August 2021. He started his YouTube channel almost like when the COVID started. Actually, I started that channel at this particular day, but as not a YouTuber, it's just kind of like a being portfolio and uploading some of the videos at the YouTube. Like I wanted to be AD or I wanted to be a camera assistant. So I wanted to be create a portfolio, like showing to someone else that this is the kind of work I did it. Okay, not just I didn't really upload those video for a kind of like a being YouTuber, but after I decided that ki AD and camera operator will not work out with my life, so I just decided that ki at August 2021 I became YouTuber from that day, from that particular period. Okay, so so what I think is that ki I wanted to make that project with my words, with my things, with my things, with what I feel after that. Okay, and there are so many things, like basically is that ki while visiting I didn't really focus of the architecture and thing. I just focus on the cinematic things and cinematic videos and how should I get rid of that and get things like that and get things like that. But when I when I research that thing, there are that this place, this Sanchi place is been through so many years, so many eras, so many dynasties. Just like this is the place is actually almost like a 2000-year-old, almost like a 23,000-year-old, and it's like kind of like a very much thing happened over their place. So after I researched, I found that ki yeah, this is kind of like a place, this is kind of like a something that I never be like a is this I am feel really privileged to visit that place. Okay, and I really feel so good, like it's just not that kind of like a feeling I didn't really feel while visiting. No, I just feel after I came and after I researched, I feel something that place. I feel that ki, wow, this is something really good. This is kind of like a like that ki like you went to the exam and you didn't really study, okay, but you will know that you will be passed on that exam. Okay, so whatever you were whatever you were writing on that exam, you don't really care, but in the end you know you will be passed and you will be passed in that exam. Okay, but if you study and still you know that you will be passed at the end of the, but while writing the exam, you know I know this answer, and while you writing this answer you feel really good, like when you complete your exam and when you're writing your exam, it just feel really satisfied. It just feel that ki I done it. This is kind of like a thing that this is the question I need. I understand this question. I know this answer. I write those answer on my question paper, and I feel really confident with my paper. I feel really confident with my exam. This is the kind of thing I feel when I visit on that place, and when I did research, it's something really connect with this place. And it felt really good. It feels really awesome. Yes, because whole history is almost like a 2300 year old history is in front of me, and there are so many images and so many things. So I just wanted to be portray my emotions on that script. So I was writing. It took me almost like a 2 day to writing the whole script. Okay, I was constantly writing, and it's just like a, let me tell you one thing. This is really painful process. Okay, I am not writer. Actually, I just started writing. This is actually like a, let me tell you one thing. The first project I write is that binary code. Okay, it's write almost like a 4 year ago. Okay, then after that I write a short film at 2 year ago, 2018, and almost like a 6 months ago, 6 months before, I write a short film with the Rising Passion Production. And this is kind of like a very short. It's just like I was the editor, I was not the writer, but I was little bit of kind of like a conveying my emotions, thoughts in the script. Okay, so I'm not a writer. There is one thing I know. Okay, and so why I feel this writing process is really painful? No, it's not really painful. It's a bit really enjoyable process. Like whoever the writer is actually writing something, na, he just felt he is into that character, he's into that story, and he was writing so many things. Like I experienced those thought, those process, and I feel really good. I feel that ki, wow, this is kind of like a really good. Okay, then why you are like kind of like a feeling is painful? Because of that ki, it took me so much gap from almost like a 2 year, 3 year, 4 months, 6 months, something like that. So that's why it like this is kind of like a project I started, and I feel really something like that ki not really connected. I just, that's why I just feel really painful. Painful means like that ki the word is actually very difficult to get inside your mind. Like let me tell you one thing is that ki I am really good with my native language. Okay, I am really good with my English language. Like right now you can see, right now you can hear my English is really good. Yeah, I didn't really think twice to say something words. But Hindi is like, मैं कहना तो चाहता हूँ बट कह नहीं पाता, क्योंकि ये कुछ कुछ इस तरह से शब्द होते हैं ना जो सोच समझ के बोले जाते हैं. ओके, एंड still my tongue is actually get into English language, because yeah, you get it now. So it's this kind of like a things. The language is literally barrier to me. Like I decided that my content will be in Hindi, so I have to be understand Hindi, and I have to write the Hindi language. So yes. So what is the today? Like what is the thing? So there is a one thing. Let me tell you one thing is that ki I talk to the Shrutika, I talk to the people who watch my video, and they says that ki subtitle is literally distracting. Don't add subtitle over there. It's like very much difficult to understand like what is he was saying, and what is like a where to see, like should I read subtitle or should I watch his face. Like there is two different things happen at the same time, so it's literally difficult to focus on one thing. So she was right. She was really right. Like while I was watching this video, basically is that ki why I put the subtitle, because of that ki my content like first time facing the camera is actually the video which I am talking in English, and most of the people don't really understand English, so I put the subtitle over there. Okay, some people will really understand with the English, but some people will really not, and most majority of the people is really not understand with the English language. So that's why I put the subtitle over there. In this project, actually the people are like my content language is Hindi, and everyone knows Hindi, and there is no point about it ki why should I add subtitle, because most of the people like whoever the person watch my video, they are actually from the India. Almost like a 93 or 99% of people will watch my video from India. So they will understand it properly with the Hindi. Okay, so you don't need to write the subtitles. Okay, I know frame looks really good with the adding subtitles, but it's just like it's bit really distracting. You know, understand, like when you are facing a camera, so at that time you are adding the subtitles, it's kind of like a distracting. But when you are not showing your face, but you are showing something, so I don't know. But in this video I am not adding subtitles, that is all I know. And yeah, so where should you stuck? So I am writing a thing. Okay, actually there is a almost like I need to write almost like a one paragraph about my thoughts, my imagination about the Sanchi Stoop, what I feel, what I think. It bit really inspired. Okay, I have time slot almost like a 1 minute. So in that 1 minute I have to write, convey my thoughts, which is has to be good. And that's it. I just stitch some of the videos over there. And visual part is not really good. Sorry, visual part is not really difficult. I am not really focused on the visual part. Why? Because of that, I was actually so much focused on the visual part, like After Effects and 3D rendering and motion blur and just transitions and so on and so forth. It looks good. It looks good, but the kind of like the feel is has to be feel at the first time. Okay, what do you mean? What are you trying to say? Is that Optimus Prime? Okay, did you watch Transformer? Yeah. So when that Optimus Prime transformed from truck to that robot, it's kind of like a very visuals. Okay, so when you are watching first time, you feel wow, yeah, it's just like all those parts is moving, and just like he became from truck to robot, it just feel really good. Second times feel really good, like it just like there are so many sound music and things like that. But after third or after fourth time, you just don't really feel it. It's just like you are actually blend with the story, and that is really good. Because of that, we are actually human. Okay, right now let me tell you one thing. Like you are listening this artifact episode, right? There is any visuals in front of you? No, there is no visuals. Then why are you still watching almost like a 22-minute? Why are you listening this thing? Because there is a content in it. Okay, like you feel really good while listening it. Okay, you just cannot watch anything without any music or without anything. But it's kind of like a video. Audio is really important, like a storytelling is narration is really important. Okay, while I need to spend so much time in the editing, After Effects and so on and so forth, and the feel that I wanted to portray in front of the audience, that didn't really feel those people. Why? Because of that it is not that good. I am not kind of like a really pro editor. If I am say something like that, I'm not really good with the After Effects. I'm just kind of like a putting something that telling the story to my editing. I am that kind of editor. Yeah, this is the no. I basically is that yeah, I wanted to be portray my story through my editing. Okay, After Effects and all those things, this is the part of thing is attached with the editor, and it's something that editor requires it. Yeah, it should be know about the After Effects and all those things. But my main motive is that if you narrate your story through your editing, that's it, you are the editor, khatam. Okay, that's it. So I don't like how much transition you have and how much. Yeah, this is really important too. Yeah, I am not saying something like that you shouldn't add any transition and things like that. No, it's really important. But is that कि your content is depend like right now this Sanchi project is bitterly silent, is bitterly inspired, is really dark, like there are so many bad histories happen. So I cannot add any sound which is kind of like a so many beats duck 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 because it didn't really match with the content. So I need to put a music which is really silent, which is really slow, and which is really inspired. Okay, so if I am putting that kind of music, then I have to be portray my visuals according to that. When I am kind of like putting some of the music which is really high bits, so I have to be cut, maybe transition, maybe things when it's something like that. So it's kind of like a depend on that every project, every things. So yeah, this is it. So almost like a paune 11, and yeah, I will write, and I will like this is the project has to be done by today. Okay, I will not really worried about that because right now I'm really good mood, and because I'm really fresh. Okay, and I feel really good as also. So I will definitely write and definitely record, and it should be done at this day. And after I done my editing na, so there is a nothing happened, like there is a sound effect and a color grading, and it's kind of like really practical work, and practical work should be done by the, so tomorrow morning I will be uploaded my video. Okay, yeah, yes. So this is it, this is then nothing else to see and nothing else today. So right now this is it, this is then this is the my artifact episode number 2400. It's kind of like a 400 now. Why should I add 300? It's a 408. Right now we are at Wadha, Maharashtra. Thank you.